But having, I kind of, feel sorry for the family and those around him who, are left to kind of pick up the pieces for him, because this, it's a serious.
I'm puzzled by it.
Tell me why so.
I'm puzzled. First and foremost, I'm not very good, and this is not the views of Intellectual Radio.
Right. This is the disclaimer. This says do not email us or sue us.
By the way, big ups to IntellectualRadio.com. All right, you know what I mean. But watch this. Check this out. Listen. Watch this. I'm puzzled because I don't necessarily know if I can take some politicians seriously. And Jesse Jackson Jr., and don't get me wrong, met him a long time ago. Love the brother. I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know about this. I feel like
I think we all know what you're not saying.
I feel like all of a sudden, when things hit the fan, then we crazy. No, I don't know.
Then everybody goes to rehab.
I don't know about this. I'm not sure if I can. I'm not sure if I can follow this. All of a sudden, you bipolar. All of a sudden, now this should have been known a long time ago, my brother. All of a sudden, now hit the fan. You about to go to jail, possibly because of this indictment stuff. But now all of a sudden we bipolar.
Right. I understand your point.
I don't know about this. I
understand. It looks a little suspect.
Call me green.
It looks a little suspect. But my issue really was if you are diagnosed with bipolar major depression, what in the heck made you continue to run for office, and who voted for you?
What kind of arrogant?
He did know he was diagnosed before the election.
He said that he was not going to back out the election.
So to me, he should have not rerun.
That's right.
Not cost taxpayers lots of money for a re-election.
That is right.
And done what was good for the people that he served for 20 plus years.
That's right.
So that's my issue.
You better believe, and that's why I'm puzzled. It connects. It connects. That's why I'm puzzled. Because why would you run again and then right after the election you resign?
Right. That's not fair.
It's like he locked down the seat.
That's not fair.
So he wants to lock down the seat.
Yeah, it's because it was, he's like secured his space, his pension, his livelihood, and then and he left the people in the balance.
Come on, dude.
I mean, we're already, listen, they're already, Chicago's already trying to drain us full of enough money. Now we got to pay for a whole, other election.
Look, Chicago politics is another topic in itself.
It is, and that's the other thing. Who in this day and age would do anything under the table in Chicago? As much as everyone in Chicago is going to jail.
Well, I mean,
or in Illinois.
As far as a lot of the boldness, Chicago politicians are very bold.
Our last two governors are serving time.
Right.
So why would you attempt to pull a fast one in this community?
Right. It's just like bold. I remember how bold Richard Daley was. Richard Daley was bold. That dude would say anything. You like, dude, did you just say that?
No, it was bold when he bulldozed Meigs Field. Do you remember?
Right. I remember that.
that was just cojones.
I remember that morning. But see,
we woke up and the news was like bulldozers.
His father was like that.
Meigs Field.
Like, Meigs Field? He's like, what's wrong? They done blew up Meigs Field. What the heck?
He was gangster, wasn't he?
That's what, look who his father is. I'm going to be quiet. I'm going to shut up. Let me stop.
Right, because he got a nephew getting ready to go down the river, Lord. See? Okay, so this is just,
wait
for
a minute.
future politicians in Chicago, do not try to pull a fast one here. This is not the time or place.
But wait a minute.
What's that?
It ain't over.
It ain't over.
Because wait a minute. You talk about bold things to say. This dude, and don't get me wrong, once again, disclaimer, I do not dislike Rahm Emanuel, Mayor Rahm. I do not dislike him. I have a lot of respect
These are
for
not
him.
the views and opinions of IntellectualRadio.com.
I think that Rahm Emanuel is not mayor type, not mayor
material.
Mayor material. He is cutthroat. and not shifty, but cutthroat.
Okay.
Mary Manuel is very hardcore. And this dude said on national television, he said, and Lord have mercy, he said, if they don't like the bus fares going up, basically, drive the car. He's basically saying, if you don't like it, don't ride the bus. No, dude, what?
I know CPA didn't like to hear that.
You're raising the fare. I mean, it's that. What about the people that don't? It's like it's either ride the bus or drive a car is what he's saying. And he's saying, I don't care what you say. And that's what that sounds like me. It sounds like me. I don't care if you don't like the bus fare. If you don't like it, get a car.
Get a car,
really,
walk,
dude?
bike it.
Really? I'm
and you know what? If people boycotted, which, you know, in this day and age, I don't know if that's how that would ever right.
All right, Montgomery.
We can't stop buying Nike gym shoes. we can't forget riding the bus.
Boycott Harold's Chicken, yeah. You talking boycott the CTA? Boycott Starbucks. No, sir, I will not.
You see how that conversation took a quick left? We through with that. Next topic. That'll never happen.
Next subject.
Okay, so we were getting ready to talk about Cat Williams, please. Somebody help me.
I'm sorry. Ladies and gentlemen, I am an avid coffee drinker. And if you catch me swallowing the piece of coffee a little bit, just let it ride. Let it ride. A piece of coffee, yes. I said that. That happened.
A piece of coffee.
Can you not correct me on air, please? You do enough of that at home now. That is enough. I've had enough. I'm putting my foot down. Pineapples. Time out. Won't do this anymore.
Listen, y'all gonna have to do that at home. That's not how we get down up here. Right. Although we do keep it 100.
Yes, we do.
100.
Right.
100, like our friend says. What's his name?
100.
100. No. What's the rapper's name from Chicago? The little boy, the silly boy. Chief Keef.
I don't even want to get
whatever. Anyway.
Right. So we on Cat Williams. We on Cat Williams.
Cat Williams. So what happened with Cat? He was arrested in California.
I can't keep up with all the things that are happening with him. It's one story a week at this point.
I think this is all a publicity stunt.
No, dude. Did you see the video of him slapping the dude in the Target? It was hilarious.
Saw the video.
Was quick.
I think it was. I think it's a publicity stunt.
And then he's having a breakdown. And then did you see him jump off stage and get into the argument with the dude in the auditorium?
What?
See, you ain't caught up on all the news. And
I'm just telling you, I think it's a publicity stunt.
You think all of that?
I think. Listen, it might be real. I'm not saying the stuff is fake. I'm just saying everything he's doing, he's knowingly doing it on purpose.
No, I don't know. When I saw that little retirement on the news, he looked like on the verge of somebody, please come help me.
What are you retiring from? You were in your prime. What are you doing?
Listen, and this is not the first time we've seen this. Like, let's go back to Martin and Dave Chappelle, and even Richard Pryor, ran down the street on fire.
Well, that's true.
Right, I said Martin.
But that's true. The thing is, I think.
So what is happening with black comedians? Black comedians and black football players. What in the world?
I think it's a lot of pressure on people in general, not even just comedians, not even just football players. I think for African American people in general, I think sometimes it can be a lot of pressure to stay authentic to them, but also cross over. I think it might be pressure, because a lot of this stuff wasn't going on 2 years ago. So it's like for these particular people. So it's like, man, year before he was just Dave Chappelle had the best show on television. Let's put it like that. He was signed on for season 3 for a few million. And it was like
lots of million, like 30 million.
Right. It was like
50 million. It was $50 million.
That's like LeBron James number. So it's like he was all of a sudden he's missing. He's in Africa. Hey, look. Hey, you want to get your mind right? You want to get your mind right? Go to the motherland.
What
was that? What you calling? Lady Smith, Black Mabazo.
He was looking for him phone.
So it's just like people. You know what? I recommend that people just take everything that they see with these celebrities with a grain of salt. Because at the end of the day, you open them up, they have a heart, they have lungs, they're human just like we are.
Right.
I don't expect anything more or less from them but being human. They just happen to be on TV doing it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's pretty much it.
Because, Lord, if our lives was on TV.
If mine was on TV...
Well, it would make for good, television. I got drama, comedy, tragedy. What'd you say?
What would the title be?
What would the title be of my show?
I want to hear this one.
Unapologetic. You either love me or you don't.
What would yours be, Mrs.?
What would it be?
I'm asking you.
Big Girl Chronicles.
Big Girl Chronicles.
I like that. I would tune in.
Oh,
I would turn into that. I would tune into that.
Excuse me for a second.
Is it like a? Is it like a Sex in the City for the married?
No, it is not.
You know what it is?
She defining her own show right now.
It'll just be about a big girl just trying to make it.
So it's like
wife, sister, friend.
It's like the Mary Tyler Moore of this time.
Yeah.
I like that. I'm watching it all day long.
Oh, sorry.
Talk about some struggles and some triumphs.
Yeah, stuff we can relate to.
It'll be a mixture.
And as long
loser.
Right.
Iyanla say, big girl saved my life.
I love it. Just as long as you're not stomping across tables like Evelyn. As long as you don't incorporate no basketball wives.
The thing is, I would just walk the truth. You know how Iyanla, like, I need the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth.
Right.
You got it.
So help you guys.
I'm begging you not to make me spit out my coffee right now. I'm begging you.
You took a piece of that already.
I'm begging you. Let me tell you something. Okay, first and foremost, why can't it just be a woman's diary? Why it gotta be a big girl diary?
It is a woman's diary. I'm a big girl. Me and all my bigness. I talk about big things. I demand big things.
So everything about you is big.
That's right.
Oh, I love it, girl. That's what I'm talking about.
So is your husband, ironically. Isn't that funny? Pow!
Look at it. Whatever.
My reality show. Reality show.
Right, yes. And what would yours be? What would the name of your show be?
Pineapples. No, I'm just kidding. No, I don't know. I really don't know. I think my life is full of a lot of things. So it could just be a lot of things with Daniel Hammond. You know what I mean?
A lot of things with Daniel Hammond.
I really don't have a particular thing.
A whole lot.
Yeah, just a lot of stuff.
I understand that.
You know what I mean? And so I just,
It's a variety show.
It's a variety show. Sketch comedy, reality, music, live performance, all that. I'd be like Jay Leno and all that, all rolled in one.
Okay, I'm watching that too.
Yeah.
Okay, so any producers out there, we got 3 reality shows right here in this room. Hit us up.
Right, hit us up. We can do it together.
Right. Let's
it could be the Big Girl Diaries with all things going on. Unapologetically.
We just did that.
That happened. That was a happening. That was a happening, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so, holy moly. All right.
Y'all are too much. What else is going on?
What else is happening?
Tasha, you're busy over there. What's happening over there? Let me clear my throat.
Well, there are a few things, that actually we can talk about. I just heard earlier that the situation between Rihanna and Chris Brown is actually not as bad as we thought that it was.
Okay, so
from the words of the game, he basically said that the situation was not as bad as the world made it seem as it relates to the whole domestic violence situation, non-violent.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that had a lot to do with the fact of why they were still loving on each other, still like, I hate you, but I love you, and all of a sudden they ended up.
There's so much going on with them right now.
They're children.
They really are.
They're kids.
Now, how do you not know that their situation wasn't a publicity stunt?
I don't know.
Which it seems like it very well could be because, Chris Brown just looks like a major pimp right now.
Is that?
I mean, one day
I'm thinking about the gold hair. He don't have that no more, does he?
One day he is all tweeted up with Rihanna, and then the next day he's all.
He look like Goldie.
He all tweeted up with rice cakes or whatever her name is. I don't really know. I don't know how to say her name correctly.
What's going on?
I think she may be of some Asian persuasion.
No offense.
And I'm not sure how to pronounce her name correctly, but I know Rihanna refers to her as rice cake. What? So
once again, do not make me spit out my coffee.
So
I'm
I'm gonna
begging.
just roll with that. And because I am Team Navy, which is how I ride with Team Navy.
Like the U.S. Navy?
No. Rihanna has a group of followers, and she calls them the Navy.
They wear Navy.
Oh,
blue.
wow.
And I am Team Navy all day long.
I don't get it. How does this work?
You're not. You get your Twitter situation together.
I'll get my Twitter situation together. I don't know what the Team Navy thing is. I'm all over Twitter.
See? I'm telling you, that's where to go.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know what's going on with them. Like every day you wake up and it's a new something happening.
Now let me ask you this question. Remember I said previously that it was The Game that said that Chris Brown and Rihanna were back together.
Oh, the rapper?
The rapper, The Game. And that things were not as bad as they seem to be, per the media and everything. And just reading it said that he considers Chris Brown as his little brother and that he counseled him through a difficult time. Now, this is my question. Now, hold on. The Game has a reality show about him and his fiance and, the actual journey down the aisle.
Right.
Now, my question is, I wonder how that counseling session went.
Right. like the Stevie Wonder telling Ray Charles what to see. That's how it went. That's how it went.
Wow.
He may have a lot to offer. He's closer to the altar than Chris is.
That's true. He's more, and he's older and more mature.
I don't know. Have you seen the reality show? If he stomps out on his soon-to-be wife one more time, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
You know what? You just read my mind, Susie Q.
I was like, are you kidding me?
Y'all need to understand.
Somebody.
Y'all need to understand. Y'all need to understand, men.
Oh Lord, here we go.
You need to understand. Listen, let me tell you something. You need to understand that we got feelings too. We storm out. That would be the equivalent of your falling on the floor crying.
Who does that? I'm too old for that.
Sure you are.
Right. Or some men they storm out so they won't be arrested for domestic violence.
Right.
By all means, do that.
Which I have done. Let me get the.
I'm like, that was before me, boo boo.
I wish y'all could see this insanity.
That was before you? Yeah, because last time I stayed, I got shot on the phone.
Okay, and so, yeah.
Now, I have another question.
Yes.
Did you just catch how I just called you Susie Q?
Yes.
It made me think of hostess.
Right.
What is going on with this hostess?
Wait a minute. They brought the Twinkies back. They're in Jewel right now.
It was the very
for a
last
limited time.
Yes,
and I need that.
Now, that's the thing. They said that they were only at certain Jewel locations. They were not at all.
You got to go to their Facebook page.
Into the black community.
Black community, they gone.
Well, that's where they probably shipped them to first.
What if people were standing in line at the bakery section, like right by the bread?
They did show people, I saw it on the news where they showed.
Really?
Yeah, they had it. You know what's so funny? They had it in the display like they do the fruit right there in the front. You know how you walk into the food park? They had all the Twinkies.
Marketing.
Soon as you walk in.
What?
Right.
All about $5.
Right, and they had people loading their baskets up, getting
that happened?
Yes.
You think they're gone now?
It probably.
Probably, most certainly.
I got a feeling that we won't see the last of the Twinkie or the cupcake.
No.
Somebody's going to buy this. Someone's going to buy this.
Someone's looking into it. Now, let me ask you this. What was your favorite
Twinkie
item? Are
Twinkie.
you sure it was Twinkie?
Twinkie was my favorite. Twinkie, I have to, now for me, I had to feel the Twinkie before I buy it. It has to be soft.
You had to squeeze the bag. Please don't squeeze the Twinkie.
You like a tomato. So I squeeze it a little bit to see how soft. I gotta do my bread. I squeeze it so I can see how soft it is.
That's how you do your bread right now?
I do my bread.
And
my woman.
I was just
look how hard I just came.
Right, exactly. Go high five.
Big Girl Chronicles.
With Daniel Hammond, unapologetically.
I'm done. And I had spent I feel the package, and I made sure. Now, I will say one thing I didn't like a lot were the cupcakes because they were just way too much chocolate.
Ooh,
that's my favorite.
Actually, my favorite.
I was going to say my favorite.
Susie Q.
Right.
But I did
Maybe
like
Susie Q was
but I
number two.
did like Ho-Ho's was my second favorite.
Wait, hold on.
Don't judge me. Wait a minute. Don't do that.
I like a little ho-ho every now and then myself, too.
Right, Merry Christmas.
Hold up.
Right, Merry Christmas. Yeah, but you know what? Did Hostess make the pies?
Yeah, they made the little oh my goodness
the
gracious.
pies were off
apple
the
pie.
chain. I like the
chocolate.
apple.
I like the chocolate filled ones too. Those were really good.
I could only do the apple. Yeah.
Those were really good.
But hopefully somebody will, bring them back and we'll keep being unhealthy.
Yeah, right.
You really think so?
I mean, we need less of that in our community anyway.
But you know what? I will say this: I've seen an influx of various people. Let me retract that statement. I've seen an influx of a health movement.
Yes.
If you will. There are a lot of people, especially a lot of blacks that are vegan now or vegetarian. I just read an article where Shaka Khan, she's now a vegan.
Wow.
And she lost 60 plus pounds, and she is now free of her diabetic medication.
Wow.
And I thought that was phenomenal. Do you remember when that picture came out and Shaka was looking all slim?
Yes, indeed.
Had that been the 70s, we would have thought she was smoking.
Right.
But you're